Hello guys, welcome back to your wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information from across Nigeria and in the world globally. A place where we break down major stories that shape our nation. Today we are turning our attentions to Rivers State, a state rich in oil, history and controversy. After 6 months, the emergency rule in Rivers has been lifted and the suspended officials are back. What led to this moment? What implications lies ahead? And what does it mean for democracy in Nigeria? Stay with me, it's a story full of tension, power, and possibility. To understand the return, we must first revisit how we arrived here. On March 18, 2025, President Bola Tinubu declared a state of emergency in Rivers State, suspending Governor Similani Fabura, his deputy Ngozi Odo, and the entire State House of Assembly. That same day, he appointed Vice Admiral Ibok Ekwe Ibas, retired, as the sole administrator. Why did he act? The state was in a deadlock. The governor and the legislature were at war. Impeachment threats, rejection of budget, and legislative gridlock had pushed governors to a near halt. Projects stalled, funds were inaccessible. Additionally, the region is an oil hub, and pipeline vandalism and security challenges added pressure. Tinubu justified the emergency as necessary to arrest the drift towards anarchy. The National Assembly quickly backed the move. Both the Senate and the House of Representatives approved the proclamation under constitutional powers. That began 6 months of administration by bias, with executive power centralized, elected institutions sidelined, and decisions made by decree. During that period, the legislature and the governor's office were frozen. On September 17, 2025, President Tinubu formally lifted the emergency rule, announcing the return of the suspended officials. He declared the measure would end with effect from midnight today. Governor Fabura's deputy, Governor Odu, and other members of the Rivers State House of Assembly were directed to resume duties on September 18. In his statement, Tinubu said intelligence reports showed renewed willingness among Rivers political actors to cooperate. He claimed the emergency period had achieved its goal of stabilizing governments. He also noted that he saw no reason for the emergency to continue beyond the 6 months originally declared. Not everyone welcomed the lift with open hands. Many residents, civil society groups, and critics voiced concern about what happened during the 6 months. Some pointed out that many projects, including roads and public works, had been suspended or slowed. They now demand accountability over how state resources were used in that period. Civil society groups have earlier warned that the emergency rule must not exceed 90 days. Beyond that, it risks undermining democracy. There were fears that the return of elected officials could spark fresh political conflicts, factions displaced or empowered during the main administrator's rule might resist reversion. Meanwhile, the court has forced over 40 legal cases seeking to challenge the emergency declaration validity. Some are still pending. The lifting marks a reset, but real governance doesn't resume automatically. So here are what you monitor. 1. Budget approvals and legislation. The House must begin approving budgets again. The financial gridlock must be unlocked. 2. State project revival. Infrastructure and public works that halted during the emergency needs revival. 3. Accountability. Who oversaw spending during the emergency? There will be pressure for audits and transparent reports. 4. Political balance. Power dynamics between Fabura, Wike, and the Assembly may now play out. 5. Security and stability. The Niger Delta, especially Rivers State, remains vulnerable to pipeline attacks. The state must maintain vigilance. 6. Precedent for democracy. How these transitions go may affect how emergency rules are viewed in the future, whether they are tools or threats. Thank you for staying through the story. The removal of the emergency rule in Rivers State is more than a headline. It is a moment for reflection, reset, and responsibility. Democracy isn't just about elections. It is about returning power to the people. If this narrative resonates, share it, like it, and subscribe so you don't miss updates on how Rivers handle this new chapter. I remain your #1 channel for everything hot in the news world. Let's remain watchful, hopeful, and involved. Until next time,